Hello students, welcome to class. So in the today's class I am taking convolution of two functions. One of the important thing in the Laplace transform, and in this we are having definitions of convolution of two functions, and we are having one of the important theorem, and that theorem will be asked every year for 5 mark section, and this result also we are going to apply for the examples. So let us begin with the first example definition. So you write definition for the convolution of two functions. So you write here the convolution of two functions, convolutions of two functions f of t and g of t denoted by f of t star g of t, and is defined as f of t star g of t, that is equals to integration from 0 to t f of u into g of t minus u into du. These limits are with respect to u, that is u equals to 0 to t f of u into g of t minus u into du. This is the definition of convolution of two functions f of t and g of t. For example, suppose you write let f of t equals to sin t and g of t equals to e to the power minus t. Suppose these two are the given functions, then we can write f of t star g of t, that is convolution of these two function can be written it as integration from 0 to t. This is fixed. First function what you have chosen, f of u, means whenever t is there, that t should be replaced by u. So here f of t is sin t, so that t you can replace it by u. So I can write that as sin u into, for g of t we are replacing t by t minus u. I have taken g of t as e to the power minus t, so that can be written it as, keeping that negative sign as it is, only t should be replaced by t minus u. So you write t minus u into du. I will take one more example. You take f of t as 1 and g of t as cos 2 times t. Therefore 1 star cos 2t, that is convolution of the functions 1 and cos 2t. This is nothing but integration from 0 to t. What you are having, first function we are replacing t by u. So your first function is 1. There is no t, means no need of replacement. That 1 will be as it is. So 1 into anything, that will be same thing. So next term we are having cos 2t is there. So second function what you have to do, you have to replace t by t minus u. So we are getting cos of 2 as it is. In place of t I am writing t minus u into du. Because of other term is constant, there is no term t. For the substituting t by u or t by t minus u, we are leaving that. Only for the remaining function I am replacing t by t minus u. So write next, write note for any two functions, f of t and g of t, we have f of t star g of t. This will be same as writing g of t star f of t. Remember this. Sometimes for 2 mark section it will be asked to prove that f of t star g of t equals to g of t star f of t. That is convolution operation star is commutative. It will be asked for the 2-mark section. That is, convolution of f of t and g of t is same as convolution of g of t and f of t. Let us prove this result. You write proof. First we will make use the definition. So I will write, by definition, f of t star g of t. This can be written integration from u equals to 0 to t f of u into g of t minus u into du. Call this as equation 1. To prove this as commutative, we will make use the substitution. Substitution will be t minus u equals to some other variable. So I will put t minus u equals to v in the RHS integral, in the RHS of equation 1. So t minus u equals to v means that implies t equals to u plus v. So we are changing the variable with respect to v. So at right present you treat t as constant, because only with respect to two variable you can make use the substitution. Du can be replaced in terms of dv. So this implies du equals to, I will mention, treating t as constant. We get du equals to, we are shifting v to other side, that is minus dv. Now change the limits also. If lower limit we are having 0, if u equals to 0, that implies v equals to, if u is 0, v becomes t. And if u equals to, upper limit is t. If u is t, that implies v equals to, if u is t, t minus t will be 0. So v becomes 0. So 0 to t becomes t to 0, and whenever t minus u is there, that you can replace it by v. That is in the RHS of equation 1. So we get, therefore, f of t star g of t, that is equals to, integration from 0 to t becomes t to 0. This is the value for v, substitution. Then f of u, that becomes, f of t minus u is v. So u is t plus t minus v. So you write f of t minus v into g of t minus u. T minus u is v. So you write g of v, and this du is minus dv. So you write that as minus dv. So here this whole integral is multiple of negative is there. So to make this as positive, we can interchange these two limits, upper limits to lower limits. So this is same as writing integration from v equals to 0 to t, so that this minus dv becomes plus dv. So I will write first g of v, then I will write f of t minus v into dv. Since it is a definite integral, we can do the change in the variable. So this is same as writing integration from, I will change all v terms to u. So I will write 0 to t as it is. G of v is there, I will write that as g of u, and this f of t minus v is there, that I will write it as f of t minus u into du. Because of definite integral is there, we can change the variable. And this equation 1, you check it, what you are having. Here 0 to t is there, here also 0 to t. Here f of u is there. In place of f of u, we are having g of u is there. In place of g of t minus u, we are having f of t minus u. And with respect to same variable, we are having integration. That is, in place of f, g is there. In place of g, f. So this is f of t star gt. So this can be written it as g of t star f of t, since by definition. Hence you write therefore f of t star g of t, we have begin with this one f of t star g of t and we are ended with g of t star f of t. So these two are always equal, means convolution of two functions is always commutative. Remember this, for 2 mark section you may get this type of example. So let us prove the theorem, one of the important theorem in this you are having, and almost every year you are having that question will be asked, and only one theorem you are having in the convolution of theorem. So that name itself is a convolution theorem. So you write convolution theorem. This is always for 5 mark section. So first we'll write the statement. Question will be asked, state and prove the convolution theorem. So remember the statement. Statement is if L of f of t equals to f of s and L of g of t that is equals to g of s, then L inverse of f of s into g of s that is equals to integration from u equals to 0 to t f of u into g of t minus u into du, and this is nothing but f of t star g of t. That is, whenever two functions f of t and g of t are there and f of s is L of f of t and g of s is L of g of t, then L inverse of f of s into g of s is always equals to convolution of two functions f of t and g of t. One of the important theorem. For example also, to find the inverse of the functions we are going to apply this theorem statement. Let us prove this one. You write proof. So let L of f of t equals to f of s and L of g of t that is equals to g of s. This is already given. So I'll consider we need to prove here L inverse of this bracket equals to this integration. So I'll shift this L inverse to other side. So we are shifting L inverse to other side means L of this integral will come. So that I will consider here to prove the required result. So I'll write L of this RHS term, integration from 0 to t f of u into g of t minus u into du. So that is equals to, so check here, L of something have taken in the square bracket. According to definition of the Laplace transform, whenever you are having L of some function is there, that should be written it as integration from 0 to infinity e to the power minus st into that bracket term. So same thing I am going to write. So I kept integration from 0 to infinity e to the power minus st, then I will replace this. In place of f of t you are having this whole thing in the square bracket. So you write integration from 0 to t f of u into g of t minus u into du. Complete this bracket. This is f of t and here e to the power minus st into this term should be dt. So we are having two variables. With respect to u we are having integration is 0 to t, and with respect to t we are having integration is 0 to infinity. I will mention here, since by definition of Laplace transform. So next, that is equals to, I will write first these two integral. I will take this term inside this integral. So outside integration we are having 0 to infinity, Then inside integration we are having 0 to t. Outside integration, this is for t equals to 0 to infinity. Inside integral it is with respect to u we are having, that is u equals to 0 to t. Then terms we are having e to the power minus st. Then we are having f of u. Next we are having g of t minus u into du and this dt. Call this equation 1. So here we will make use the diagram. So first I will write the existing region. So you write here the existing region is what you are having, t equals to 0 to infinity. So I will mention t equals to 0 to t equals to infinity. Then u equals to 0 to t. You write u equals to 0 to u equals to t. I will show you in the figure. Along x-axis I will take the variable t. Then along y-axis I will take the variable u. It is origin. So along this axis t, u will be always 0. This line is for u equals to 0 and this is a line for u, means here always t will be 0. So we are having here t is 0 to infinity and u is 0 to up to t. So we are having a curve, that is a line. This is a line for u equals to t. We are having u is from 0 to up to t. So I will draw the perpendicular. This is the region, existing region. Whatever you are having limits, t as 0 to infinity, u as 0 to t. So this is a line for u equals to t. So this is the portion we are having in this integral. Now we are going to change the coordinates. So I will mention here on changing the coordinates, we'll have the following figure. We'll have the following figure, that is in bracket you mention on changing the order of integration. On changing the order of integration. So here what happen? You write again same two axes. We'll interchange that. I'll take this as u and this as t. Origin is as it is. So this is a line for u, means here t will be 0 and here u will be 0. So again we will have the line in this way. Previous we had u equals to t. Now it will be t equals to u. So now the figure will be like this. So if you want you can write this side t equals to u. So this is the region. So now t is go on changing u to infinity. T is go on changing u to infinity, whereas u will be 0 to infinity. I will mention here. We get new limits. We get new limits as you write u equals to 0 to infinity. U becomes 0 to infinity and t becomes u to infinity. So remember these thing difference. Earlier you will have already, you have written once as for the RHS term, you have written 0 to t. Other you are writing using the Laplace transform definition, you are having 0 to infinity. So that existing region you can write easily. T is from 0 to infinity and u is from 0 to t. Next what you are having, next what will change? for the existing region, you will have beginning start with 0 2. Both are having lower limit as 0. After changing the order of the integration, upper limit will be same. Previous we had lower limit both as 0. After changing the order, we will have upper limit becomes same. So there is a change in the lower limit. U will remain same, only t is changing to u onwards. So new limits are u equals to 0 to infinity. New limits are t as u to infinity. But whatever in both the figure you check it, both are having same type of diagram. Only limits are changing here, but area is remains same. Mention here in the bracket, in both the figure, area remains same. Area remains same. Why you are changing that order? Only we want the different limits to simplify to get the required RHS. So for that sake we are changing the order. Whenever you are changing the order, only limits will get changed and that area will remain same. So we can replace these new limits to previous limits for the equation 1. So there is no change in the value because area is remains same. So you write next line. Therefore equation 1 reduces to left hand side we are having same thing, no change. We are writing L of integration from u equals to 0 to t f of u into g of t minus u into du. We are not changing left hand side as it is only for the RHS. In equation 1 we had 0 to infinity and then 0 to t. Now we will have change means 0 to infinity then u to infinity. That is the change. Inside the integral function will be same. So I'll write integration from u becomes 0 to infinity and t becomes u to infinity. Both are having upper limit is same. For u lower limit is same 0 and for t lower limit becomes u. And inside the function the terms are same. You write e to the power minus st into f of u into g of t minus u into inside we are having t, then outside we are having u. So complete this bracket. Now we will simplify one by one integration. So first I will make use the substitution. I will take the substitution as t minus u equals to p. So you write put t minus u equals to v. This implies t becomes u plus v. Now again three variables are there, means one variable we have to treat it as constant. So I will consider u as constant. So in the previous consider t as constant. Now you consider u as constant. So I will write this implies dt equals to dv. I will mention here where u is treated as constant. So I am changing t to in terms of v. dt becomes dv. So this limits we have to change. So write if t equals to lower limit u. If t equals to u, that implies if t is u minus u, v will be 0. So you write v equals to 0. And if t equals to upper limit infinity. If t is infinity, then v equals to, if this is infinity, this entire function becomes infinity. So you write v equals to infinity. So for the limits for t, u to 0 becomes, sorry, u to infinity becomes 0 to infinity, and substitute dt by dv, and whenever you are having t minus u, that by v, and u plus, whenever t is there, that should be taken as u plus v. All these terms we have to substitute in the RHS integral. So I'll take this as equation 2. So you write, therefore equation 2 becomes left hand side keeping same thing. So I'll write L of integration from u to 0 to t f of u into g of t minus u into du. Complete this bracket. That is equals to this, with respect to u also will keep as it is. So you write outside integral as it is, u 0 to infinity. So I'll put the flower bracket. Now with respect to t, u to infinity, this u to infinity becomes 0 to infinity. So you write integration 0 to infinity. This is v equals to, because you have changed t minus u in terms of v. So v is from 0 to infinity. Next, e to the power minus st. E to the power minus s as it is, put the bracket, t is u plus v. So in the bracket you write u plus v into f of u. This is as it is, f of u into g of t minus u. T minus u only have taken as v. So you write that as v. Then dt. dt is dv. dt is dv. Complete this bracket, and this du is kept as it is. I hope you are getting. After writing, once you check it, all the changes you have done in the RHS integral or not. Now I'll write this as product of two integral. I'll write without changing the value. So we can write in one flower bracket, I'll combine the terms with u, and in the another bracket I'll combine the terms with v. So first I'll write with respect to u. U is 0 to infinity. You write integration from u equals to 0 to infinity. So here you collect only u terms. So here e to the power minus su, you take that, e to the power minus su. Remaining term is v, you leave that, I'll write in the next bracket. And in these two, we are having u term is only f of u. So you write that as f of u, and leave these v term, you write this u term du. I'll complete this flower bracket. Then in the remaining terms, I'll write in the second flower bracket. So this u term already have taken. Now you take this second integral, that is integration from v equals to 0 to infinity. So write only v terms or remaining terms. In this, e to the power minus su already have taken. So what is remaining? E to the power minus sv. So you write that e to the power minus s into v. Among this already have taken f of u. Remaining term is this product. So you write g of v into dv. Complete the bracket. This du already have taken in this integral. So now check both the flower bracket. We are having standard form is there. This is equals to. Check here with respect to, you are having entire integration. Here integration from 0 to infinity, e to the power minus su into f of u du. This is nothing but Laplace transform definition is there. So this can be written f of s, and this is nothing but Laplace transform definition in terms of g is there. So that can be written in terms of g of s. So we are having left hand side L of integration from u equals to 0 to t f of u into g of t minus u into du. That we are getting as f of s into g of s. Now shift this L to other side. This implies we get integration from u equals to 0 to t f of u into g of t minus u into du. That is equals to, we are shifting L to other side means it becomes inverse. So you write L inverse of f of s into g of s, or this can also be written in terms of, this is the definition of the convolution of two functions. So this can be written it as, this is nothing but f of t star g of t. So that is equals to, we are getting L inverse of f of s into g of s. Or you can keep this term in terms of this convolution definition also. So I will interchange and write one more step. Hence L inverse of f of s into g of s, that is equals to f of t star g of t. One of the important result, remember the proof and practice it for 5 mark section compulsory we are having. So next we are having procedure, how to simplify the examples by using the convolution theorem, and then examples. I'll stop here, that thing I'll give in the next class. Take care, thank you.